Today on Missing Number, the Watch Dogs Loch Ness monster, Sonic CD's devilish secret screen, and are you actually dead in Forza Horizon? I got in touch with the game's director, and he reveals the truth. Missing Number starts now. A monster has been hiding in Watch Dogs, and for years it went undiscovered. In 2016, a Reddit user named EpicStreamMan told a story about how he went to E3 for Watch Dogs 2, and ended up chatting with the Ubisoft Newcastle team, which helped make Watch Dogs 1 and 2. During the conversation, the developers revealed that there was an undiscovered Easter egg that they snuck in the first game. This Easter egg was the Loch Ness Monster, and it was located in the Pawnee District Lake. The monster's head was programmed to pop out of the water, but it would supposedly only appear if the player waited on the shore, or by the shore at a certain time of day. Other Easter eggs like this existed in the game, but according to EpicStreamMan, not even Ubisoft Montreal, who were the main developers of Watch Dogs, knew how to trigger Nessie's appearance. Players ended up searching for the legendary beast by using trainers and glitches to clip underwater, but unfortunately, nothing turned up. Eventually, Watch Dogs product manager David Therio caught wind of the monster hunt and clarified in a Reddit comment that the Easter egg wasn't actually in the final version of the game, and that the Newcastle team probably wasn't aware of this. With that, the search for Nessie came to an abrupt and anticlimactic end. However, 4 years later, a Reddit user named Galaxy01 actually ended up finding the creature and uploaded screenshots of footage of it online. It turns out that the beast was still present in an older version of Watch Dogs, specifically a September 21st, 2013 build. If you use a free cam to go underwater at this location, the Loch Ness monster can be seen moving in a circle. It's black and untextured with no facial features, and only its neck sticks out of the ground. Clipping underneath the ground, however, reveals that the model has no torso. It also has no collision detection. According to Galaxy, Nessie will poke its head out of the water if, quote, the correct time requirement is met. Galaxy was unable to do this in the video, but he believes Nessie is triggered in the evening. It's unknown why the Loch Ness monster was removed in the retail version of Watch Dogs. If you like this video so far, be sure to subscribe, like, and click the bell icon for notifications. You can also check out my other YouTube channel and watch me live on Twitch. The links are in the video description. Now back to the show. Sonic CD is well known for its catchy theme song, and is the first and only Sonic game to be released for the Sega CD. However, it's also known for something more sinister. At the title screen, you can access a secret sound test screen if you press down, 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 left, right, A, start. Then if you set the numbers to 46, 12, and 25, this is what happens. An eerie screen is shown that's made up of images of a grinning Sonic with a bizarre face. Creepy music with evil laughter can also be heard, as Japanese text on the screen reads, "Fun is infinite with Sega Enterprises, signed Majin." In Japanese, the word Majin loosely translates to devil, and as such, some interpreted the screen as being literally signed by the devil. This bizarre version of Sonic is also referred to as Majin Sonic, who may be wearing a mask. Some thought it was a Mario mask that was poking fun at Sega's rival back in the 90s. This wouldn't be completely out of the norm, since a prototype version of Sega GT did contain a Luigi model, which was presumably an inside joke among Sega developers. It was also posited that this screen was an anti-piracy screen that was meant for players that pirated the game. As it turned out, however, this actually wasn't the case. The person that created the screen is Sonic CD's landscape designer, Masato Nishimura, who was also the voice of Sonic. The screen was never meant to be scary, it was just meant to be a fun, funny Easter egg, similar to other secret images that can also be accessed from the sound test screen. But if this screen was supposed to be lighthearted, then why the scary music? The US and Japanese versions of Sonic CD had different soundtracks. The music heard in this screen is the US version of Sonic CD's boss theme. Meanwhile, the Japanese boss theme is different and more upbeat. When creating this Easter egg, Nishimura most likely had the Japanese soundtrack in mind. And as for this signature, it doesn't actually say devil. It turns out that the word Majin is Nishimura's childhood nickname and is a play on words. In fact, Nishimura even clarified in 2021 that his nickname is actually written as Mazin, not Majin. Furthermore, the word Majin, which has various spellings, is a wide-ranging term that doesn't just mean devil. It can also mean genie, warlock, or supernatural being. Additionally, according to the cutting room floor, the phrase infinite fun was actually used in Sega Sogu catalogs. With the mystery of this Easter egg being less opaque, there was still one question that remained. Does Majin Sonic have a mustache? Some thought that he did, especially since the official Sega Twitter account reposted artwork by a Sega artist that featured Majin Sonic with a mustache. However, in response to a fan's question regarding the stash, Nishimura clarified that the dark area around Sonic's upper lip is actually just cheekbone shadow. Over the years, Majin Sonic has made its way into creepypastas and was even referenced in an Adult Swim Sonic trailer. Nishimura also snuck in his Mazin nickname in various other Sega games like Shenmue. You wouldn't think that a racing series like Forza Horizon would have any creepy mysteries, but surprisingly there are a couple. I made videos about them before, but one mystery that I keep hearing about is the theory that you died in the first game. At the end of the first Forza Horizon, you end up beating the 3-time Horizon champion, Darius Flint, in a race. As a reward, you win Flint's Ferrari 599XX and take off with it on the highway. The credits then roll as the camera slowly moves along the road. A couple of minutes later, as the sun is setting, your character's car can be seen on the side of the road, and it looks like it crashed into a highway divider. Your character has died. It's a wild plot twist, but is it true? The game doesn't clarify what happened, since the camera just nonchalantly passes by the car as if nothing was there. At first glance, the car doesn't seem damaged, but upon closer inspection, the side of the car looks scuffed, and the window appears to have been shattered. It's hard to tell, but the skid marks on the road seem to suggest that the driver of the car hit the brakes hard to prevent crashing. So there are signs that indicate that this was a car crash, but if you look in the driver's seat, you can see the driver sitting upright with his hands on the steering wheel. If this were a fatal car crash, this is not the kind of position you would likely see. Not only that, but the car isn't wrecked, even though the game is capable of greater vehicle damage. And there's always the possibility that the driver simply parked the car to admire the scenery and to take it all in after becoming champion. In the Forza Horizon Rally expansion pack, a female congratulates you for winning a race by saying, quote, "First you beat Darius at Horizon, now you're the rally champion too."
You did it! First you beat Darius at Horizon, and now you're the rally champion too!
So that would mean that you didn't die at the end of the base game. Despite this, however, conspiracy theorists posit that your rival Flint couldn't handle losing to you, so he sabotaged the Ferrari that you won from him and had a mechanic mess with the brakes, which caused your character to crash. There's conflicting reports about how cars other than the Ferrari can appear in the end credits, but conspiracy theorists go down the rabbit hole by postulating that Flint sponsors were unhappy with Flint losing to you, so they ordered Flint to kill you in exchange for money. What's more, the Horizon Festival organizers were sued multiple times over your death, and so they were forced to hold the festival in different parts of the world as a cover-up. In Forza Horizon 2, which takes place in southern France and northern Italy, players say that Flint surreptitiously returned to the festival and murdered the racers in the game, which is why you can hear ghostly screams and strange metal noises.
Can you hear that? It's like a noise. Look, listening for sound. Do you hear that? Sound.
You guys hear that clicking? Hear it?
It doesn't appear that any of these paranormal activities or conspiracy theories are actually a part of Forza Horizon's storyline, and even if the theories were true, there are logical fallacies with them. However, some players point to certain things that characters say in the Forza Horizon games that back up the notion that you're dead. In Forza Horizon 2, the first thing that a character says to you in a cutscene is, quote, "Hey, you survived."
Thank you, mate. Hey, you survived!
Was he referring to how you survived the crash at the end of the first game? And in the intro of Forza Horizon 2, people believe the narrator is talking about the crash or the events that led up to the crash in Forza Horizon 1. The intro has a dreamlike quality to it, and some even believe that the Forza Horizon games are either a dream or take place in the afterlife.
Listen closely to the sound of my voice. With every word and every number, you move faster and faster.
What's more, in Forza Horizon 5, which lets you replay the race against Flint from the first game, a character mentions how Flint is a cheater.
So who is this Darius guy?
Champion of Horizon Colorado, 2012. He does not play well with others. When I say does not play well, I mean, well, he basically cheats.
The theory of you being dead in Forza Horizon has mystified a subset of the Forza community who loves including it in icebergs. To solve this mystery once and for all, I decided to go straight to the source and ask Forza Horizon's design director, Ralph Fulton, if the "You Are Dead" myth was real. Within 24 hours, I actually got a response in which Fulton said that your character didn't crash or die. He was just parked to the side of the road to admire the sunset. The end.